Okay, well, this is a little bit awkward. But you can see what I'm doing now, which we'll see how this works out. I figured instead of, is that one stitch or two? No, I guess it's one. Using the tripod as it is intended, and not being able to see what I'm doing, I could lean the phone against one of the tripod legs. So at least you can see what I'm doing. So we'll see how this goes, or if this lasts. I wonder if I could buy like a phone stand that's that I could make a little bit higher, or sit a little bit further back maybe. So I'm not quite, so almost out of the frame. And I don't know. We'll see how this goes. So it is Saturday as I am filming this in the afternoon. I had to go run some errands this morning like a somewhat responsible adult. Yeah. I had a half day from work yesterday because we always have a half day on the last Friday of the month, which is wonderful and I love it. But I didn't feel real good for various and sundry mysterious reasons that even I don't know. So instead of using that free time yesterday afternoon to film stuff or tape stuff or whatever, make videos, so I'd have, one for today and also a little bit of a backlog, so I, take some of the pressure off myself, because I find that I don't really like feeling like I have to do one every single week. So when I do them, I usually try to do at least two, just because that seems to work best for my brain. But yeah, so instead of doing what I had intended to do, I sat around and did no things yesterday afternoon. Well, I did manage to finish my laundry, but I haven't put it away yet. Woohoo, another round done. Darn it, stay where you're supposed to. So here I am on Saturday. I don't know. I just did a video of all of the patterns I bought recently, including the Nashville Needleworks Market stuff, and putting it all together and looking at it and showing it all off. I don't think I could be one of those influencers or YouTubers or whatever who just does like haul videos, because holy shit, that made me it just sort of like hit me how much money that was. So anyway, back to my no buy. But at least I have plenty of projects, and I even have both the thread and the fabric for some of them, so I've got plenty to do. I don't need to buy anything anytime soon. Whether that stops me from getting the Shoppies, well, it definitely won't do that, but whether it stops me from resisting the Shoppies is a whole different issue. So yeah, it is freezing effing cold out today, and 2 days ago I had every single window down here open because it was gorgeous and like 80 degrees out, and I'm getting real sick of, I know we get like fall spring like 47 times because I live in Maryland, and that happens every year, but it feels especially egregious this year because like it just feels like it keeps bouncing and it gives me pressure headaches, and it gives me sinus headaches, and it gives me basically every headache you can think of. It makes me feel insane. So I would really like the weather to even out. Like, pick one, damn, stick to it. You know, we're getting into April, so I do feel like we should finally start not having, you know, nights where it gets, well, last frost probably won't be until the end of April, but still, let's have nicer days. I'm over it. So, So far, this pattern is super simple, which I quite like. It's just knit, 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 all the way around, every round, until I have like 10 inches or something. I have to probably check, but let's check. So yeah, it says 10 inches from cast on edge. So I've got, you know, maybe half an inch. That's the back side. So it's curling because it's all knit. So that's what all knit does. Hopefully that'll block out. I don't know. But yeah, it's nice and fuzzy and soft. Maybe I will actually manage to make a hat this time. Although I'm not really holding my breath, because I have not had much luck so far. It does kind of get in the way a little bit of the needles, but that's okay. I think my tension is all right. I think the cast on edge is probably a little too tight. I do have a tendency to do that. I haven't figured out how not to do that. But typically my tension does even out pretty well after the cast on it. So we'll see. Again, if I actually manage to finish it, which historically, not a lot of, it's never happened so far with a hat. I've made 2 scarves, but that's all I've ever finished. I've got yarn for a couple of summer tops that I'd like to make. So maybe eventually I will feel, I shouldn't wait till I feel confident enough to actually start knitting them. I should just start knitting them, and you know, if when there's stitches I don't know how to do, or like increases or crap. Okay, I messed that up. Let me try it again. I can either, you know, take the pattern and go up the street to the yarn shop and beg for help there, or I can look it up on YouTube, which is, knowing me, the more likely to happen option. I am going to keep this pretty short. I'm up to almost 10 minutes. I've been really tired lately. I'm still really tired today. So I don't really feel like talking a whole lot. So I'll probably keep this one pretty short. Also, sitting here doing this, it tends to make my wrist hurt. Not hurt, it just makes it ache. I'm trying to keep them straight, but it's still not super duper easy on your hands. And the knit part keeps getting in my face. It's annoying. Oh, but I'm about halfway through another round, and it gets to looking all twisted up on here because of the way it's curling, but it's really, as far as, it's not twisted, so that's good. Maybe I'll try doing it this way with for a cross stitch video as well. And again, you can see what I'm actually doing, which seems like it should be. It only took me 3 months to figure it out, but I like having the tripod because it keeps the phone from falling over. But maybe I can get like a, I don't know, maybe I can work something up that'll be not so high up. So, because I don't like doing this because that really makes my wrist hurt. But we'll see. And then I want to do the thing with the purple hearts, which I feel less inclined to actually do day by day. Maybe I'll just make photo cards and give those out and call it a day. Anyway, I had to get up for a minute. Maybe if that helps. Well, except, yeah. Talking to myself. Although this is kind of talking to myself the whole time, so, whatevs. I've got a bunch more stuff I need to do this weekend. I really need to put air in my tires. At least I think I do. I think the front ones are both kind of low, but it's also really cold and windy outside right now, so I definitely don't want to do it right now. And I have a bunch of stuff I need to put on eBay, and it's very time consuming, and it's not really emotionally taxing, but there's so many other things I'd rather be doing with my time, So the pile is still where I put it when I decided to try and get rid of all this stuff. And not sure I'm going to manage to work on that today or tomorrow either. Because I'm just, yeah. So I've got a few weeks left until my trip to New York for DollCon. And I've started looking at like places to eat around the hotel where I'm staying and around where the event's gonna be. And I found a bagel shop I want to try, and they also have Bialys. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I might try those too. And there's a really neat like an old-fashioned soda shop, like soda fountain shop, but it's not really. It's like a 15-minute walk from the hotel in like totally, I guess it's west towards Manhattan. I will be in Brooklyn. And I'm just like, but maybe I'll do that Friday afternoon, evening for like a treat, since the con doesn't start till Saturday, and I just don't think I'll have time Saturday or Sunday because that's an all day thing, pretty much both days, and then Sunday I'm coming home afterwards. So I am a little unsure as to what I'm going to do with my suitcase in my car when I park it on Sunday, because my little hatchback doesn't really have any hidden space like a trunk. And I don't really want to see if the hotel will hold it, because then I'd have to go all the way back up to the hotel, and it's like, I don't know, maybe I'll see if they'll hold it until the afternoon and I can go pick it up. But I'll have checked out, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really worried about it. I'll figure it out. I'll do something. So anyway, I've about hit where I want to hit on this. I did 2, I think, full rounds. So it's slow, but it's coming along. The tips of the needles have definitely turned a little bit blue from the yarn. But yeah, I think that's it for today. I will, well, you should like and leave me a comment and subscribe if you want to, and tell me what you're working on, or show me what you're working on, or show me what you're working with. Tell me something fun, tell me something good, you know, that sort of thing. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.